It was the coldest night of the year, when everything they had was taken away in minutes. In a small village, surrounded by green hills and muddy roads, lived four poor sisters Yushabina, Chaya, and Dina. Their parents had passed away when they were young, leaving them with nothing but a small broken house, a few pots, and big dreams. They had no electricity, very little food, and barely enough clothes to keep warm. But what they did have was hope. One stormy night, lightning struck the tree beside their house. The tree fell and smashed their roof. Rain poured in. Their little home was ruined. The villagers came running, but all they could do was offer kind words. The girls sat inside the broken house, holding each other tightly. Dina, the youngest, cried, "What will happen to us now?" Asha, the eldest, replied with fire in her eyes, "We will rise, no matter what. We still have each other. That's all we need." 2. The promise under the stars. That same night, under the starry sky, the four sisters made a promise. They held hands and swore, "No matter how poor we are today, we will work hard, stay honest, and never give up. One day, we will be successful, and we will help others too." With no roof and no money, they had to act fast. A kind old lady named Maya Auntie from the village let them sleep in her barn. She also gave them leftover food and old clothes. In return, the girls helped her clean, cook, and fetch water. They worked all day but used the nights to learn. Asha taught the others how to read and write, using old books they found in the garbage. Bina learned to stitch torn clothes. Chaya picked up painting using mud and leaves. Dina loved to sing and started practicing with a wooden spoon as a mic. Their days were hard, but their dreams were alive. 3. One chance. That changed their life one day. A man from the nearby town visited the village. His name was Mr. Reikish, and he was a social worker looking for young talent. He saw Chaya painting with mud on a rock. Surprised by her skill, he asked where she learned it. When she said, "I just tried," he smiled. He visited Maya Auntie's barn and met all four sisters. When he heard Dina sing, saw Bina stitching, and noticed Asha's clever teaching methods, he said something they would never forget. "You girls are poor in money, but rich in talent. Would you like to come to the town and join our skill school?" The sisters looked at each other with shining eyes. Their journey was about to change. 4. Rising from the dust in the town, everything was new. Big buildings, noisy streets, and people in a hurry. But the sisters didn't let fear stop them. They stayed in a shelter for girls like them and joined Mr. Rakesh's skill school. Every day, they learned something new. Asha became a certified tutor and started teaching other poor children. Bina became a professional tailor and began designing clothes. Chaya held her first art exhibition at just 16. Dina started singing at events and even recorded her first song. Soon, they began earning money slowly but surely. With their savings, they bought a small home. It wasn't fancy, but it was theirs. They didn't forget their village. Every weekend, they went back and taught other children, fixed old houses, and gave away clothes and books. The same girls who once had nothing were now changing lives. 5. The moral. From tears to triumph. Years later, they were invited to speak at a big event in the city. They stood on a grand stage, with hundreds of people clapping for them. Asha spoke. "We were once broken, hungry, and homeless. But we had something more powerful than money. We had belief in ourselves." Bina added, "Success doesn't come overnight. It comes to those who never stop trying." Chaya smiled. "Even if your hands are dirty and empty, your dreams can still be beautiful." And little Dina, now a famous singer, sang a song that made everyone tear up. The four poor sisters had become